recorded in a garage by Two Smooth Cats. It's time for Shootin' the Bowl with Drew and Wade. Drew and Wade. Shootin' the Bowl with Drew and Wade.
All right. Welcome to Shootin' the Bowl with Drew and Wade. Unfortunately, Drew can't be here at the moment. We have real lives. We are not professionals. But I'm going to go ahead and do a little intro for part 2 of our episode concerning bands who changed their lead singers. Everybody enjoy as we start off part 2 with a recap of our last band from part 1, Faith No More.
Faith No More. I mean, obviously they had what was that? Epic? Was that the song? Something like that.
They've had quite a few kick-ass
Epic
albums, but I didn't realize that they ever did any albums or anything without Mike Patton.
Yeah.
Because I know Patton did Mr. Bungle, which was crazy, insane shit. Little solo side project, or not solo, but a side project.
It says here, Faith No More's lead vocalist was a revolving position once occupied by Courtney Love.
Really?
What do you think of that? Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Talk about learning new stuff every day.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm gonna have to actually look that up.
No, yeah, I want to hear some of that.
Yeah, I was just going for band names and we'd go from there. But that's quite some information right there.
Yeah.
Faith No More with Courtney Love.
Yeah, no shit.
That is something.
Yes, it
Something
is.
terrible, possibly. Personal opinion, of course.
Yeah.
The Germs.
I have heard of them. That's where Pat came from,
Yeah.
who is currently in Foo Fighters and was in Nirvana their last. Well, I don't think he recorded on In Utero, but he toured with them after that album.
Exactly.
And
He did a lot of just their touring stuff, as a matter of fact, too. But he did studio stuff as well.
did he tour with them before In Utero, or was it only
I
after?
think it was only after.
All right.
Yeah.
I always liked Pat, man.
Well, he's cool.
Yeah.
He's real mellow too.
Yeah.
I like this style.
He is back in Foo Fighters again, right? Because I know he had left for a short period of time,
I think
didn't he?
is. It's hard to keep up with what's going on in the Foo Fighters, especially since the beginning. I mean,
yeah,
the different drummers and hell, there's no one else in the band even to begin with. But yeah, it's crazy how Foo Fighters have evolved.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't know a lot about the Germs. Yeah, they had 2 singers, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. They had.
Was Pat ever one of them?
Let's see. Overdose from frontman Darby Crash, who was the original guy. Bizarre turn, Los Angeles punks reformed in the 2000s with actor Shane West taking over vocal duties. Huh.
Never heard of Shane West, but interesting that an actor took it over.
West had played Crash in the biopic What We Do Is Secret before taking his job for real. What do you think of that?
There you go.
Maybe the Doors should have did that.
Maybe.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
In Excess.
Heard of them, but don't know
anything. They did a TV show thing. Did you remember that? They had people come on a TV show to try out to become the next singer for them.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, that was a thing. Wasn't a good thing. It was a thing. But yeah, that's it was weird. They picked the total wrong person anyway, if I remember right. Joy Division and then the New Order. Or Joy Division, then the New Order. After they...
See, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. The other 3 members formed New Order with guitarist Bernard Sumner claiming vocal duties after that guy left.
I like Joy Division, but I never knew that New Order was Joy Division minus the original singer. I never knew that. That's pretty cool, dude.
The original singer committed suicide, sadly enough.
Damn.
But, okay. Oh, the band Live. You remember the band Live?
Yes. Yeah. Saw them live once.
Saw Live?
Yeah, loved them. Hell of a show. Had no clue at all they ever replaced the original guy.
No, me neither. I really enjoyed that band, especially the one album. But then they
Throwing Copper.
yeah, they had a few other good songs
Mhm.
that were pretty good after that. But yeah, that's awesome. Didn't realize that they were semi-religious like in the album until I was older.
Yeah.
The Misfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too up on the Misfits. I'll tell you that right
No,
now.
I just know that Danzig was their singer at one point, I think.
Yeah, Glenn Danzig.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Then he went on to do Mother,
Yeah, exactly.
tell your children not to hold my hand. Something, I don't know.
Which was awesome. I like that song.
Yeah. And he's a short built guy, dude. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, in the
Even in the
videos, he
picture.
looks like he's huge, and then you see him in real life, and he's big built, but he's fucking like short, dude. Crazy, like Trent Reznor too.
Yeah.
Trent, he's a short shit. I love you, Trent. You're my favorite fucking musician band. Dude, Nine Inch Nails is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
But he's a short shit, dude. Please don't kick my ass if I ever meet you. For real.
Well, I don't know. That makes for a good story. You got your ass kicked by Trent Reznor. I mean,
Dude, I got a story from a Nails concert. My sister-in-law getting hit in the fucking face by the dickhead bass player that Trent had.
oh wow.
Yeah, his bass went out and he got all pissy about it and took a bottle of water, bottle of water, turned it upside down, winged it overhand out in the crowd as hard as he could. Dude, hit my fucking sister-in-law right in the face, dude.
That's cool though.
Not really. She
That's
still
not-
has some issues from it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, head. I mean, it
Holy
fucked
crap.
her up. It was a full bottle of water, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Damn.
it fucked her up, dude.
That's crazy.
But I mean, Trent didn't do it.
Well, yeah.
But
No hate toward Trent.
yeah, which he ended up dropping that bass player because that bass player had done shit like that other times too and been causing problems. So
Oh well, good.
yeah,
Well, the next band is Rage Against the Machine, Audioslave.
yeah. And now there's Prophets of Rage, which
Yeah.
might as well be the same. Oh my gosh.
At least they're changing their name.
Yeah, but not the style of music, damn it. See, and that could be a whole nother issue. I mean, yeah. See,
Gotcha.
listen.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know, you got
That's
me,
right.
because finally we got one that changes their name. Yet I'm still fucking pissed because they sound the fucking same,
They
dude.
do. They do.
Just with different singers and shit.
Chris Cornell, though,
No.
I mean, to me, Audioslave wasn't Rage Against the Machine with Chris Cornell because of his sound is so dominating that it was Soundgarden with Audioslave. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's pretty much how it was to me. And but yeah, they all sound the same.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
But Chris Cornell really has his own thing, and it
Mhm.
made it sound more like just a heavier Soundgarden. You
Mhm.
know?
Well, I mean, and then you got that's one thing I liked about the Seattle bands and their closeness, because you got Chris Cornell with Soundgarden, and then Pearl Jam ended up picking up was it Matt Cameron, the drummer from Soundgarden, ended up becoming their drummer, and just kind of I always liked that about them, about the Seattle bands, man.
Yeah, and that's one scene that I think's been overlooked in the history of rock is Seattle bands.
For sure.
You know, mid to late '80s, early '90s. I mean, that's where they came from. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then Rage Against the Machine's Prophets of Rage. That's the next band. Same difference. We already covered it. Let's move on.
Yeah,
we don't need to get
please.
any more angry about
I
that.
know.
Which I will say, I was fortunate enough to see Cypress Hill and stuff, and in concert with my nieces.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we went to see. Oh crap! It done left my mind.
311.
Yeah, 311.
I remember you telling me about that.
Another one of my, not top 10, but one of my favorite bands. I really like 311. It's our era.
Right.
But yeah, that was really cool, and we got a lot of props for bringing them there. Of course, we tried to time it up with Cypress Hill, like just ending, and then we're there for 311. But
Right.
we caught two of the finale, the finale songs, and We told them just not to listen. At least they didn't have like a giant bong on stage.
Right.
Or something like that.
I saw Cypress. Well, it wasn't Cypress Hill. It was the Psycho Realm, which was Cypress Hill basically, other than Muggs.
Okay.
And they opened for ICP at Bogart's,
okay.
dude, in Cincy. That was cool.
Yeah. That'd be fun. The energy at those shows are insane.
Yeah.
And Clown Posse. But yeah.
Fago, dude. Look, that was when I had the long hair in high school, and I remember sitting in class the next day, and it sounds gross as fuck, but I'd pull a strand of hair from over here, put it in my mouth, and there's grape Fago. Then I'd take another strand from a different spot, put it in my mouth, there's orange Fago.
Oh my!
It's just Fago everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. That is disgusting.
Yeah. Next.
The Runaways.
I don't know.
Joan Jett.
Hmm.
Stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, let's move on. STP.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I saw them live once with Trisha, actually, one of our mutual friends, someone we knew back in the day, and we went to see them, and it was amazing. Local H opened.
It's just.
But it was a good show, and it's sad.
It is sad. Scott was insanely talented as far as writing and stuff like that goes. He was very good, and it wasn't the same without him.
No, not at all.
Nope, never was, and even if they were to do it now, it never would be.
No,
so,
no.
Just because he's in rehab doesn't mean you just throw somebody else in there. It's going to be okay.
Yep. And
plus, not to mention, he kind of needed to go to rehab to write his best stuff.
True.
So.
And then he ended up dying on a fucking tour bus.
Yeah, of course.
It's sad, dude. But yeah, great fucking band, and that was one of the best shows I've ever seen, dude. It was really cool.
Yeah, that's man. He was awesome.
Yep.
But moving on, the Stranglers.
No,
I don't know anything about.
They from Boston.
Boston Stranglers. It's an English band.
I was trying to make a joke.
Oh, the Boston Stranglers. I got you. Right over the head.
Oh well.
But no, that was nice. Oh, here's one that really. At least they changed their name, but it's Sublime.
Okay.
Okay. This is one when I think of a new lead singer, instantly goes to Sublime for me because I love Sublime.
Mm-hmm.
And Rome is not even close to being on the same level.
I never even knew that they did anything with another guy.
Well, they're called now Sublime with Rome, and Rome. When I first heard Rome was in the Dirty Heads, and he did a song for the Dirty Heads I think it made it pretty. It hit the radios, I think, a little bit. The whole album was great, but I recommend it. The Dirty Heads album. I forget which one it is, but it's very good. But anyway, Rome sounded good in that song. He sounded on point. Like, man, this guy, he could definitely sing for Sublime. And then he's, maybe he was already kind of doing a thing with Sublime at the time. I don't know. But then you end up touring with Sublime and then making new music with Sublime, and it is not. Bradley. I mean, how can you even describe a person like him? He changed music in a whole nother way. I mean, he is something that will never be again.
Yeah.
He was Bob Marley. He was Jim Morrison. He was all that.
And he fucking blew it, dude.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah. And it's a shame. And again, when he died, I didn't understand as much about drugs and depression, but I get it now, and I understand, and it's sad. I mean, some bitch ripped us all off. That dude was something else. He was amazing.
Yep, I agree.
But I if you heard Sublime with Rome, you'd agree with me, believe me. But I get that Dirty Heads album. I'm telling you, it's good. TSOL. Tough shit, out of luck. I don't know what that stands for.
I don't know either. No clue. Wow.
I don't know. And we're moving on. Looks like a hair band of sorts. The Talking Heads, or the Heads.
I don't know much about them either.
I know a few of their songs, but I don't know much about the band. So we're going to move on from them too. That's number 25. So we're doing good. Teenage Head. Can't say I've heard of them.
Clue.
3 Days Grace.
Heard of them, but don't know much.
Yeah, me neither. I've heard a few of their songs. Ultravox.
No.
That guy looks like he's got Spock's haircut.
That's a hell of a hairstyle.
Look at these burns, man. They're all pointed down like Spock's.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
That's insane. He kind of looks a little bit in the face like the singer for Depeche Mode.
Oh yeah, there you go. I can't say Midge
I don't think that's the dude's name. No.
The Vandals.
I've heard of them, but don't know nothing about them.
Well, it's another punk band, of course, and well, I mean they were pretty decently big in the punk era, but I can't say I know a whole lot about the band or even knew that they changed lead singers.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's a good punk band. I'd check it out if I was you. If you haven't ever heard them. The Velvet Underground.
I have heard of them, but didn't realize that they ever changed singers either.
Yeah, Lou Reed left the Velvet Underground in 1970. Bass player Doug Yule, who replaced founding member John Cale in '68, stepped into the lead the influential quartet. The band fell apart a couple years later with the final Velvet Underground LP, only featuring Yule. So.
But I'm sorry, did you say that it was an already member of the band stepped up to be singer?
Yeah.
See
now that's
I can give that a pass.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, that's good then.
It doesn't mean that I would enjoy it, but I could give it a pass.
Yeah, exactly. And I can see that. I'll give him a pass on that, and I don't even know much about him.
I mean, you're keeping it in house, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So. And the last band is Yuck. Never heard of them.
Never heard of them either.
Okay, so what about bands that weren't on the list?
Well, Van Halen.
Yeah, there you go.
3 different singers so far.
Yeah.
And all of them have fucking sucked.
Well, the one I want to talk about, and you're right, they have all sucked. I'm going to get flack from this from the memes group, I'm sure. But maybe it was all overplayed for me when I was younger or something. I just can't stand it. Cannot stand. It's terrible. And but yeah, I want to talk about AC/DC / Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
So yeah, have you heard anything Axl's done with AC/DC?
Yes, I have.
What do you think of that?
A big pile of shit.
Me too. I've heard other people's opinions have been that he's tearing it up, just having a killer year.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't think so. It's not right.
No.
It doesn't sound right.
It certainly doesn't look right.
It certainly does not look right.
No.
And
not at all.
And I've frankly, I like Guns N' Roses a lot. I do not like Axl Rose.
No, I don't either.
I never have liked Axl Rose. And frankly, making your fans wait hours past when you say, then you come out there, you're drunk as shit, you're acting a fool, you can't even sing for nothing, and somehow that's how you repay your fans.
Yeah.
That's
then
terrible.
You get pissed off when they boo you and you walk off stage.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, what a fucking dick.
Yeah, I have no respect for him. Never have liked him. But I will say he's got a set of pipes on him.
He does. Yes, he does.
But my part is the I know why at the end of everything he says.
Everything.
It drives me insane. It's like if you just didn't do that, the song would be way better.
Yeah.
And really, he has if he's actually singing and not doing his Guns N' Roses voice, he has a hell of a voice. Just normally as well, not the screaming, rock sound that he does, which is great. He can also sing excellently.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he doesn't fit in with AC/DC though.
No, not at all. I think he hasn't even been turning up with Guns N' Roses anyway. So
no. Well, Jim Breuer, after they had replaced they didn't replace, they fucking kicked Brian Johnson's ass out of the fucking band. Is what happened. I guess Jim Breuer is good buddies or friends with Brian Johnson, and he was saying on a podcast that they kicked him out. It was not, he was warned that his hearing was going bad, but he could have gone and toured with them, and he wanted to, and he didn't even, it was one of those where they didn't even really let him know in a respectful way that they had booted him out. He basically, I think he pretty much basically found out when he heard reports that he had ditched out on his own because of his hearing going bad, and he was probably like, what? You know?
No, literally, like, what?
What? But that's what Breuer was saying, so, which is even shittier because, I mean, because he's the second singer for the band.
Yeah.
And he's the one that made them what the fuck they are today.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So.
That's crazy. That's crazy. At least let him be like, hey, man, you know, we just can't go on with that.
Yeah.
You know, you're missing cues and stuff like that. And we want you to go on top, though. You know, so we're going to do a tribute show with you. You know, and then you announce your retirement.
Yeah.
You know, what about that?
Yeah.
And see what he says. And then he obviously would have his own idea, possibly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's terrible.
You know,
because AC/DC was awesome.
Yeah, they were bad fucking ass.
Oh yeah, oh man.
But a couple more that I can think of, I want to throw out real quick. Because we're coming up on time here, so I just want to throw them out real quick because I just thought of them as Queen.
Sure.
With freaking Lambert.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's impossible to match Freddie Mercury.
Exactly.
It's impossible.
Get the fuck out. And well, shit, man. I just got slightly upset inside emotionally thinking about them replacing Mercury, and I forgot the other fucking one I was going to mention.
Well, we'll just talk about the Doors because that's my favorite band.
Did they? They did.
Yeah, they did. They tried to replace Jim Morrison after he died with an album, and I didn't even know that until I was probably like 16. And I was hanging out with my buddy Bustle, and his girlfriend had the album, and it was terrible. We sat there and listened to it, and it was terrible. But it was all originally written by Jim and the Doors. And Jim, when he first came back from his lunatic phase, where he gained a bunch of weight and grew a huge beard and tried to not be popular or seen in public and noticed in public, and well, before that, he ended up taking over rights to all the songs instead of letting the whole the actual lyrics and stuff, the lyrics themselves, instead of letting the whole band have them. When he came back, he let the whole band have them, and I believe that they just went on with making the album, and it was horrid. Horrid. I mean, I'm a huge Doors fan, obviously. Jim's going to be with us in every episode.
Oh, yeah.
But
looking over my shoulder specifically.
Looking at us right in the face.
Oh, yeah, there he is, too.
And then over there.
And then over there on the, I was going to say, I think he's over there, too.
Saying, bring it on. But yeah, that's one that a lot of people didn't know.
Man.
And I do not recommend that album.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, I forget what it was called now, too. But yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, Journey.
That's what I was.
That was the other band. Too. Yeah, Journey that replaced their singer.
I will say the guy sounds amazing, and he was just a guy, and he was just doing stuff on the internet, and and he could do many different people. That's the thing. Like he can't just do the guy from Journey. He could do other people too, and he's amazing. But to join the band and then call it Journey, at least do what Sublime did and say with Rome,
right.
Sublime did, at least do that.
I still disagree with that, but
it's Sublime.
At least there's an
with
attempt.
This guy right here.
Well, it's not really Sublime though, because
and Sublime that's what minus one plus one. I don't know.
I'm boiling inside, man. I'm boiling inside thinking about the bands keeping the same damn name when they change the singer, dude. It just irks me to high hell.
Then it'd be hard unless you make it really well known, I guess, for people to keep up. I don't know why they keep the same name unless you're going to do, like I said, just be practical cover band, you know.
Yeah.
Then I could see, like I seen Rain in concert, which is a Beatles cover band, possibly the best in the world, at Victoria Theater. That was cool. And they did like outfit changes for different eras of the Beatles and everything.
Oh, wow.
And they sounded excellent. I mean, excellent.
Hell yeah.
But maybe do something like that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it sounds a little bit corny with the outfit change. I wouldn't do that. But just cover it and sound as close as you can. I mean,
Dark Star is another band like that sounds, you know, every time I've seen Dark Star, there'll be moments when you're not looking at the band and I forget that it's not the Grateful Dead. I mean, they sound just, even the singing, the vocal sounds just like Bobby and frickin' Jerry, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, you know, and the thing is I know a lot of Dead fans, obviously, you know, with how we were raised and everything else. Everybody loved the Dead. But, and everybody goes sees Dark Star Orchestra. I mean, it's awesome. Then they'll play in little bars and stuff like that, and there's only like 70 people in there or something like that, and you didn't even know they were playing the night before. But yeah, it's awesome.
They used to play free shows in Springfield every year. Yeah. I don't know if they still do, but I mean,
I don't know.
But that was cool as hell.
Yeah, I know Tony used to invite me every year.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's right. That's how it should be. Like what Dad and his band does at the Jamboree in New Paris, Ohio. They, but you know, they cover classic country, and if you can't sound like it should sound, they don't want you.
Right.
You know.
Well, yeah.
And that's how. Like I said, you don't go somewhere, especially like that, and expect to hear a song, say by Hank Williams, and it doesn't sound anything like Hank Williams.
Right.
Like why? I don't care what your take on that song is. I want to hear one that sounds like Hank Williams.
Unless you're already mega famous.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I want to hear what your take on it is. But
it could be good and it could be terrible. I've heard some real terrible ones recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's but my thing is, and you'll appreciate, of course, is there's some that just bring out the lyrics of the original song. Like my personal favorite cover song is "Hurt" by Johnny Cash.
Oh man, beautiful.
And the age in his voice, there's actual pain and anguish in that voice that you can't mimic.
Yeah.
You know, and it's Johnny Cash. I mean, my God, the guy's amazing and crazy and terrible and awesome all at the same time. But to be at the end of his life, literally, you know, when he's doing that song, and the lyrics are, obviously he changed a couple in his old age. I don't think he wanted to cuss as much.
Yeah.
But but it's it really, I loved it before when Nine Inch Nails did it. I really liked the song before, but it almost brings a tear to my eye to even talk about the way Johnny Cash sings that song.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. The feeling inside of that in his voice is just unreal. But there's cover songs that, good night, just terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Limp Bizkit did one that was horrid.
Oh,
but they did a couple that were good. So.
Fucking Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but I will say at least one of their covers was pretty good. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up with fuck Limp Bizkit. All right.
I totally am down with that, dude. Fuck Limp Bizkit. Totally down with that.
Well, thanks for joining us on our first video cast.
Yes.
/ podcast of Shooting the Ball with Drew.
And Wade.
Oh, we gotta look at elbows next time.
Yeah.
But all right, you all have a good evening. Thanks for joining us.
You want to hear something funny? The mic wasn't on that whole time.
No way.
Yeah, for real.
Oh wow.
So smooth.